Hello Wolfpack, we're going to be talking about CTSI today because CTSI, like many altcoins right now that haven't already lost their bullish structure, is almost in the process of doing so. However, it does basically have one last chance. One last dying chance to maintain its bullish structure, and that chance is coming from the most important line I'm going to draw in this entire video, this line right here, okay? And if we straighten it up and get it perfect, we can see that CTSI is hanging on by a thread. All right, this red line that has held for support since around February 2021, so last year, February, almost a year now, is finally being retested for support once again. And we can see that we might have the potential on CTSI to see a quick double bottom formation on this line here and a bounce up, right? Now, before I say anything, and I know you're already thinking, I'm long-term bearish in Bitcoin, why would I be giving you altcoin signals right now? The reason being is because I think that even though I'm long-term bearish in Bitcoin, it's undeniable that Bitcoin is in a region in which, if we go to the daily chart, let's take a look, we might be bottoming out quite soon on Bitcoin. That is the wrong chart. Let me bring up the Coinbase chart here, and we can see that we're in this green box of support. Sorry, I have a lot of lines on here. I'll try to delete some of these just so you can see a little bit clearer. But this green box for support here, we're currently testing right now. And as I've said in my previous Bitcoin video, I think that at the very least, we're going to see a dead cat bounce somewhere close to this region for a head and shoulders pattern. Now, the thing is, Bitcoin could still drop another 2,000 USD before that head and shoulders pattern happens, right? So I do think there's going to be a drop. There could be a drop further. I do think there's going to be a rise, at some point. And so it's a matter of whether CTSI can maintain this support line for however long it may take before Bitcoin sees a small rally. And when we do see a rally on Bitcoin, when we do see some strength on Bitcoin, even if it's a dead cat bounce like I'm expecting, even if the rally ultimately fails, CTSI will be one of the first coins to come off the rack, right? It will move quite quickly. We're already seeing high volatility on a shorter time frame here in CTSI as people buy up this region and the sellers try to push it below as the market's bearish, right? There's quite clearly a lot of tension around this region on CTSI, and no doubt it's because we're at a major support. Now, let's go check out some of the indicators here. We can see that on the stochastic RSI, we're bottoming out. We've just seen a bearish MACD cross, which isn't a good sign. And the RSI is potentially printing a bullish RSI divergence if we drop a little bit more further down. Now, as for the SMAs, we have the Gaussian channel, which we are below. We have the bull market support band, which we are below, which we've actually rejected off. We've come back up here at 77 cents, rejected off of that quite recently in the last 2 days, and we're currently heading downwards from that rejection. We might have one last chance to hold the support and come back up and test that. We have the Ichimoku cloud, which is just above the bull market support band. We have the 9 EMA, which is our short-term trend indicator, which is currently above us at around 68 cents, and the 50 and the 200, which are above us respectively at around 68 cents again and around 80 cents. So we're below everything. We're below every single dynamic resistance on CTSI, which some would perceive as bearish. I think it's bearish for sure. But considering the fact that we're right on top of support, if we do see a jump off of this support zone, and if we do see a daily candle close above the 9 EMA here, that's currently at 68 cents, but could change quite quickly since it's a short-term SMA. That would be that would be a buy signal, right? If we close above that blue line, and that would be a buy signal in which it would kind of suggest that the trend is flipping back to the upside trend, at least for a very short period of time, right? It could be as short as what we just saw, could be as short as, a week or 5 days, but that 5-day rally took us up from around 60 cents all the way to 87 cents. And so, just because it's a short rally doesn't mean it's bad. It's definitely a good scalp trading, swing trading opportunity. And so if we do see a close above that 9 EMA while maintaining above this red line, that's going to be a great sign for CTSI, and that's going to be a sign that we're going to be attacking those higher resistance zones. So I'm keeping my eye on CTSI in this region for sure. As for the Bitcoin pair, I can see that CTSI is not in the worst position at all here, because we've actually just tested recently, not super recently, about 2 weeks ago, recently tested or come close to testing this green support box. And the next logical step after a test of support, obviously when you're in a range like we are, is a come up, a swoop up, and a retest of resistance, right? And so that is definitely the potential. So what I'm kind of overall saying is the Bitcoin chart, the Bitcoin pair doesn't look super bad. It's kind of forming some sort of symmetrical triangle formation if you want to look at it from a very rough basis, right? Something like that. So, a breakout's going to be pending soon. And even under that logic, that would further emphasize that we need to be testing the upside. The Bitcoin pair doesn't look too bad, and the USD pair is maintaining support. Now, what I would say about CTSI, if you're a risky person, you like a bit of risk, I would be, if you're risky, and not everyone is, I would be seriously considering buying CTSI in this current prices and setting a stop loss literally, quite literally maybe 3 or 4% below these prices here. And so you're risking a very, very, very minimal amount and you're standing to gain quite a decent amount, up to 20% or more, right? So it's definitely a very low risk swing trade to make. However, as I said, I wait for confirmation. I wait for a close above that blue line here, which is the 9 EMA. Get the 9 EMA up in your chart, watch it. If we maintain above this red line that I've drawn here, draw it on your own chart, maintain above that red line while holding the 9 EMA for support. That's going to be a buy signal for CTSI, and that should be an easy 10 to 30% gain on CTSI before, obviously, I'm expecting a crash at some point, right? So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. I hope I could help bring this to your attention, this support line. I like to just point out things on altcoins sometimes because obviously altcoins, on a general basis, in my opinion, don't look super bullish at all. And so I'm trying to find the ones that don't look super bad, the ones that could flip around quite quickly if we do see a reversal, which is possible. And so this is one of them, right? CTSI. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next one.